back. Falcons franchise, episode 96. We're doing the off season. Our second to last Falcons franchise. If you were unaware, Dolphins beat the Washington in the Super Bowl 33-21. Congrats to the Miami Dolphins on your third Super Bowl. And congrats to QB Jesse Barton for getting Super Bowl MVP. For the Alexander Rhodes for the Rams, quarterback. Coach of the Year, we have Mike Vrabel in the Bengals. Offensive Player of the Year, we have Ravens. Defensive Player of the Year, we have Nick Bosa in the Packers. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we have wide receiver Brian Tomer for the Cowboys. And Defensive Rookie of the Year, right end Garrison Mooney for the Falcons. We had that. We actually got something. If you don't remember last episode, Garrison Mooney had an upgrade. He was the only guy to have one, so I kind of expected he had star or he improved in development. But we will see. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Come the fuck on, EA. Holy shit. It actually loaded. View retirements. We're not going to look at that yet. Just sign up. What do we have? Do we have any dev ups, dev downs? Jadarius Peters is star. I believe he got that in a regular season game, though. I believe it was a breakout. So, nothing special. But I'm not complaining with it either. Derek Gore is down to an 84. Ish Davidson regressed to a 90. Jadarius Peters is an 83, so he's getting close to taking over. Garrison Mooney's up to superstar. AJ Terrell's down to a 92. He's playing over Randy Tatum, remember? Randy Tatum at 95. That's about all there really is. I believe Trent Murphy actually went up to star as well. We'll look at mock draft 3, and then we'll look at some retirements. Panthers at 12 projected to take right end Bryce Johns out of South Carolina. We're at 16 projected to take wide receiver Kendrick Jenkins out of Tennessee. Bucks at 18 projected to take left end Nate Belton out of Tennessee. And Saints projected to take right outside linebacker Russell Morrison out of Tennessee. Jesus, okay, I guess Tennessee was the team to be, apparently. Do we have any more Tennessees? It's crazy. I didn't think we'd see any. You don't really see many Tennessee players, especially going the first round. I want to say, I don't even know. Did Peyton Manning go to Tennessee? He might have. I honestly have no idea. I'm not the smartest when it comes down to that stuff. NFC South, we have John Johnson III retire after 15 years, and we finally had one. Ben Bartch retire after 12 years, although he was a one-year free agent signing we weren't going to bring back regardless, so. We'll now look at every retirement. We have halfback Javonte Williams, safety Joe James, receiver Cole Hardman, fullback Alec Ingold, linebacker Joey Bosa, running back Cam Akers, John Johnson, I was talked about, free safety Marcus Williams, center Frank Ragnow, safety Nasir Adderley, receiver Chase Claypool, guard Ezra Cleveland, cornerback Denzel Ward, Ed Oliver, Lucas Niang, Ben Bartch, Kevin Jenkins, Roquan Smith, Brandon Ayuk, Cecil Hammond. Jesus, that was loud in the back. Robert Hainsey, Michael Wakefield, Logan Wilson, Josh Myers, Angela McRae, Juju Smith-Schuster, Keith Ismail, Taylor Burnett, Liam Vander Esch, Devin Bush, Cody Ford, Solomon Kinley, Brian O'Neill, Rashawn Gary, DJ Moore, Aaron Banks, Greg Little, Buda Baker, Dwayne Shapton, Julian Blackman, Joe Schlinka, DeAndre Swift, Kendall Fuller, Ronnie Harrison, Hunter Henry, Josh Wedge, Jalen Thompson, Derek Brown, Doug Costin, Luke Ware, that sucks, Carlton Davis, Miles Shermans, Juan Thornhill, defensive coordinator Cameron Kelly, defensive coordinator Jack Parker, defensive coordinator Lynn Wagner, and offensive coordinator Marvin Fowler. Speaking of coordinators, get the fuck off the team, defensive coordinator. How do I even fire a staff? You've been here a while, but you had a subpar season. So, out you go. We're looking for a defensive coordinator. What is going on, EA? Come on, man. I got 2 more episodes of this, and then I'll switch to, Madden 23 for ya. Phil Staff. Don't tell me the only guy out there is... I don't fucking know what is going on. Am I able to hire a head coach as a defensive coordinator? Well, you give the least amount of hiring bonus, which probably means hopefully you're the best, so we're gonna hire you. What the fuck? In case, I'll do another episode that'll be called, what are we on, 96? I'll call it 96.5, I guess. Wait, did we hire him? Dan Campbell? Fuck it. I'll hire you back, okay. I'll hire you back since you're the only one who fucking works, alright? You lucky bastard. You have one final year. Well, everyone does, whether they know it or not. What's your cap room looking like? Slim to none, I'm guessing? Goodbye, Harrison Bucker. Goodbye, Chris Lindstrom. Goodbye, Chris Clements. Maybe Kai Page. Actually, yeah, we can even if we wanted to. I think we honestly might have to move on from one. I don't want to, but for cap purposes. Who is taking up? That's actually what we can look at. Team salaries. Who is taking up the most cap hit? Okay, so if I was to release Denario Henson right now, I'd free roughly. No, I don't. I was just using him as an example. I'd free a decent amount. Like, if I was to release Jadarius Peters right now, I'd save nearly 15 million cash base. Same with George Colbert, except to be 14. Jesus Christ, Derek Gore. For 2 years left, he has taken up all of a lot of the fucking cash base. Um, there's no point in releasing the guys on 1 years because they're gonna be gone anyway. I don't even think we can really do anything. I think we're just kind of stuck where we're at. We're gonna have to make do with what we have a good draft, or sign mediocre backups. We only have 51 players, so honestly, there's 2 more players and we have enough for 53. We have 1.2 million cap space. So essentially, we can sign one person for minimum. I'll bring in Stephon Williamson for 2. Let's hope Stephon Williamson doesn't mind that contract, because that's about all we can afford. Either that or now we can maybe release someone. Because the only guy we can really save money on is Denario Henson, Jadarius Peters, and George Colbert. Probably the 3 players I do not want to release. Randy Tatum will probably be gone after this year just because we probably won't be able to afford him. Put Jadarius Peters and George Colbert on contracts. Now, granted, series over after this, so it works out fine. Derek Gore. I might just have to bite the bullet. He's gonna make 18 mil and then 19 mil. He's gonna be making 19 mil when he's probably maybe an 80 overall. I mean, we're just gonna have to roll with that. As long as he performs, puts up the numbers I want him to, he can make as much money as he wants right now. We didn't get anyone, but also did not reject. So that's a bright side. They're still projected to take Bryce Johns. We're now projected to take wide receiver Derek Alexander out of LSU. They're now projected to take Cameron Vernon out of Tennessee. And they're now projected to take middle linebacker Dylan Michaels out of Michigan State. There's decent amount I mean, look at this. Tennessee. I guess Tennessee just had a magical year or a few years, because I mean, man, they haven't been that really relevant. I mean, they always will be because they're Tennessee, but like they haven't like really competed or anything. Stephon Williamson does reject the 2-year offer. Big shocker. So now we're gonna have to sign some other kicker. Juan Coles. No, I am not interested. He needs to prove this year. After what I saw last year, he is bad. He is constantly injured as well. Why would I give him a 5th-year option? I don't care what his overall is. If you remember at the beginning of my fucking series, I said, I don't care what your overall is. I don't care what your dev is. I don't care if you're a 99 overall 23-year-old X Factor receiver or quarterback. If you play like shit, you won't be on the team. Okay, well, it has us taken Derek Alexander, so we might as well look at him. Kendrick Jenkins, we'll also look at. We'll also take a look at Reggie Ross. Actually, just to make sure. Wait, where's the guys I have? 6 foot, 191, bit undersized. It's fine though. We'll take these. I believe you have 2 LSUs and a Tennessee. We're gonna have to look at some receiver, or not receiver, guy. Tennessee kicker, punters, and D tackle. The top picks. Bobby Buckner though, he already has an offer. Look at these guys. Nothing. Jonah Williams has nothing. That's kind of surprising, actually. Can we pull some money out? We're gonna have to go low overall here. We'll go with Larry Ramsey. Just to give us enough money. Now, will he accept, or was he gonna just say no? I'm just gonna be a free agent. Let me tell you, buddy. If you don't accept, you're more likely done. Your career probably over. Oh, great. Let's get a time up. 18 minutes, 17 seconds. So, not pretty late compared to normal, where it's been around a minute and a half, usually. But, now we gotta look at ugly. Doesn't even look like that anymore, because he got plastic surgery. Or at least that's the rumor. I don't understand why. I guess, when you... Oh, almost dropped my controller. Guess when you're rich, you can kind of do anything you want. I'm waiting, EA, but how long am I going to be forced to wait? Thank you. I'm trying to actually have fun on my game and not have to deal with you constantly crashing. This is the last draft of the series, probably. Or at least the last one we're going to make. We're more than likely going to, set everything to manual after this. So, when we do return to this series, if we ever do, he does return, or he does accept. Congrats, Larry Ramsey. You're going to be our kicker for the season. I'm not even going to look at the free agent signings. I will, actually. I just won't talk about any of them. Because I really have to go to the bathroom, so, we know you guys didn't sign because you're kickers. Okay. Here's all the signings for those of you who are curious. Josh Harden goes to the Panthers. Okay, not too bad for the Panthers. Landon Dickerson also goes to the Panthers. Mike Onwenu goes to the Bucks. Do I see Saints here? Yeah, Kenneth Murray goes to the Saints. Pretty good if it's for a year, maybe even 2. Andrew Starks goes to the Panthers. Panthers trying to compete now. Glenn Branson goes to the Panthers. The Panthers, they're going after these guys. They're trying to make a little push potentially, which good for them. Eric Hines, you traitor. Mike Mitchell goes to the Bucks. Philip Davis goes to the Saints. That's going to do it. I will be right back. I'm going to go use the bathroom. Told you it wouldn't take long. I don't know if I said that or not. But we're going to get into the 2032 NFL Draft. We're down to an 89 overall. We're probably going to regress to maybe an 87 after this season, honestly. Look at our team. You tell me what's good about our team right now. Mario Henson. You know why he's good? 31. He's still in his prime. Ish Davidson, 90. He's only going to get worse there. Core 84. He's definitely going to get worse. This O-line, for the most part, is okay. Connor Nelson, you will start at right guard. Julius Lewis, you will be left guard. Actually, we'll put Shell here and then Lewis. Have you play your natural position. Seriously, AJ Terrell, only going to get worse. Randy Tatum, only going to get worse. Kelvin Malone, he's probably at the age where he's only going to get worse. Only 27, actually. Jesus. Joe Patterson, 28. Like, these top tier guys we have are only going to get worse. And that's kind of what's holding our team up. David Nelson, he's probably at the point of his peak. 29, yeah. He probably has this season. And then he's going to start getting worse. That's just kind of how it is. The Seahawks had the first overall pick. I want to say that might be back-to-back years they've had it. We pick at 16. They're taking quarterback Justin Redding out of Alabama. We now have the... Oh. Whoops. We now have the Jets pick 2. They're going to take Zaire Telfer, cornerback out of USC. Must be very good if he's going second overall. Steelers at 3, taking Jeremiah Haynes, quarterback out of Penn State. Either that or that's really the only need the Jets have, is cornerback. Jaguars at 4, taking quarterback Tanner Morey out of Oregon. Eagles going to take Marquise Woods out of Oregon, receiver. We now have the Giants are going to take right tackle Bernard Gray, left guard out of Arizona State. The Ravens at 8, they're going to take Darian Finch, receiver out of Alabama. Chargers at 9, they're taking Matthew Joseph, D tackle out of Notre Dame. The Vikings at 10, they're taking Jaden Combs, left end Florida State. We now have the Colts, they're taking Andrew Cheeks, left end out of Pittsburgh. I couldn't think of the team's name. The Panthers, Bryce Johns, right end South Carolina. They stick with what the mock draft says. Titans at 13, Jack Smith, quarterback, Michigan State. We now have the Cardinals at 14, Chase Vogel, quarterback, Virginia. And the Broncos, Jermaine Hodges, receiver, Florida State. We're going to make our selection, I reckon. We go to receiver, probably the biggest need. Now, realistically, it's between these three. But which one looks the best? Elite, elite, solid, good, good, decent. That is a great stat line. Not very strong, but that's okay. Pretty normal speed. Vertical, he can get up there. Broad jump, apparently not very good, though. I think we might have found our guy already. But we still have two more to look at. Kendrick Jenkins. Oh, good, great, solid, great, solid, good. Probably had very similar combines, it look like. Skills, definitely not as good. Has a lot of C's. But, not the worst. And finally, Reggie Ross, receiver. Physical, actually. Solid, great, solid, good. Pretty bad combine. Stats, they're okay. But ultimately, I think we've made up our mind. We're going to be taking Derek Alexander, receiver out of LSU. He's 22. He has hidden dev, 95 acceleration, 91 speed, 94 agility. He's weak, but I don't see what's wrong with that. Bad joke, I know. Kendrick Jenkins, he goes a pick after to the Raiders, receiver out of Tennessee. Cameron Vernon, receiver out of Tennessee, another guy. We have a lot of receivers going here. Nate Belton, left end out of Tennessee, goes to the Bills. We then have the Browns take Doug Walford, cornerback out of Syracuse. That's more where you take a cornerback, in my opinion. Russell Morrison, right outside linebacker out of Tennessee. Dylan Michaels, linebacker, Michigan State, the Saints. Aaron Spears, quarterback, Kansas State. Look at the Texans. Adam Leverford, receiver out of Texas. And now, let's go to my next user pick. Which will be pick 16 in the second. Hopefully there's a decent lineman. I believe it is left guard we're looking for. That's left tackle, left guard. Holy shit, never mind. Right guard? Holy crap. Center. 75% will look at you. Good, elite, good, great. Very solid. Pretty good. Wow, I'll give him that. I think this is our guy. He's also hitted Ronald Freeman, the Matt Hennessy replacement. Because remember, I do plan on returning to this series and doing multiple seasons at once. We're not going to be as in-depth as we have been. Where we actually, watch. Not really watch, but we sim through every game and we'll look at the score and all that. We'll just sim straight to the end of the regular season. Maybe to the end of the... Maybe to the, Maybe to the mid-season. We'll just straight up take you, I guess, in the third. There's probably a reason you fall in good, solid, decent, great, solid. Honestly, I feel like you're probably going to be a high 60s, maybe a mid 60s, but that's fine. We don't pick until the 5th. We don't have our 4th. I don't know who does, but hope you make a decent pick of it. I feel like I got 2 studs in the draft. That's kind of why I don't really care. This guy's, I mean, we kind of have to, right? I don't care how bad he is. Good, solid, marginal, decent, great. He's pretty bad. I think this might honestly be a guy we pick, but we trade down later in the 5th. Because the 5th, that's kind of where you kind of don't really care. But at the same time, you're kind of looking for a starter. We're in 2032, right? No one's offering anything past 2032. There we go. The Patriots pick 155. That's honestly the leader. All you have to do. That's 6 picks different, but I think we're gonna go with the Patriots because we get an extra 7th. Yeah, we're gonna take New England's offer. We net a 7th in return as well. We moved down to 27, but at the same time, if he's not there, oh well. I could have done the Packers, but at the same time, they weren't offering anything. They were just like, hey, we'll move down, and you can move down, and we'll move up. Like, no, give me the 7th. Like, why would I just move down and not get anything in return? Like, at least with the 7th, I get an additional pick. And he's still there, so. Yeah, I could be, a few picks ahead compared to what the Patriots were. But at the same time, I could just pick now and not have to deal with that. You're just like, nah, let's just straight up do this. Even though you're getting screwed in this offer, we'll do it anyway. No! We're in the 6th round. I honestly think a kicker is in line here. Kick accuracy is hidden. That's how it's going to be, honestly. We're probably just going to take the guy with kick accuracy, with the kick accuracy shown, because we know what we're getting from him. Daniel Nails, here's your chance. Nope. If not, we're going to take the first guy. The kick accuracy, welcome to the team, Garrett Blatchford. We'll probably keep you on the 53. Maybe have even a little kicker competition. We brought in the one guy for 1 year. Who knows? We might just get rid of him. I only brought him in because we are desperate. Last pick of the draft, we're probably going to take a running back like the Broncos did, mainly because we could use one. We're going to take Damian Allen out of North Carolina. And that's going to do it for the draft. We're going to look at the overalls. We got 2 hiddens. So, I'm not going to... Oh, wait, we still have another pick. That's right. We'll take the Marcus Wilford because we could use a D tackle. That's the only reason. And that's gonna do it for the draft. Right? Yeah. So, thank you, Patriots. We're gonna take a guy who more than likely won't make the final roster. I want to look at the draft recap, and that's gonna do it. We got a 78 overall. We got a 71. That receiver is gonna absolutely pop off. Hopefully, like I said, mid to high 60s. We can develop him. Matt Montgomery for 62 overall, not bad. 66 overall kicker. I'm not gonna complain with that. You know, 62 and a 55. The 55-year-old or the year-old. The 55 overall is probably gonna get cut. But it's okay, cause we might have honestly gotten the highest overall in the draft, and we got him at 16. I never really do this, but just at, oh, well, second to highest, maybe? Third, tied third. And the lowest, oh, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have made it known I drafted the worst guy. To be fair, it's in the 7th. In the 7th round, those are guys who usually don't make the roster anyway. I just kind of drafted him because we need running back. But that is going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I will see you next time where we will have our finale We have negative 5.4 million cap space. Uh, we'll have our season or our finale. Uh, we might return with like a few more episodes after, but it won't be immediately because we're gonna focus on Bears franchise. Uh, I really do want to return to this series at some point and just finish it out since we have a few more years left. Around 15-ish. We've gone just under halfway. So I really want to see it. I want to see how our guys like Denario Henson finishes his career out. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I'll see you next time on Monday, which will be the finale. Let that sink in there. And yeah, for schedule, Monday, Falcons franchise finale. Tuesday, NFL predictions. Wednesday, NFL. No, excuse me. Tuesday, NFL power rankings. Wednesday, NFL predictions. Thursday, NFL tier list. Friday, Bears franchise season or episode 1. Just to be clear, I don't know how episode 1's going to go. I don't know if we're just going to be talking about the roster or anything, or if we're actually going to get into a game. It might just be us talking about the roster for all I know. But yeah. But the latest the first game will be played will be Monday or whatever day the next one falls on. It should be Monday. Might even be Saturday for those you want that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I will see you next time. Goodbye. Hopefully we make the playoffs. Like that'd be an awkward way to end. Like say we go 0-17.